Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Son shot by cop mother in reported self-defense dies. The man shot last night during a reported altercation with his mother, a police sergeant, has died, the police stated. He has been identified as Tyrone Eskin. The 19-year-old allegedly attacked his mother with a knife at their home in Ebonyville in St. Catherine. The incident happened sometime after 7 p.m. Preliminary reports are that his mother, who is attached to the St. Catherine North Police, arrived home and saw him sitting in the living room. An argument developed shortly after. Her son reportedly advanced towards her with a knife and stabbed at her several times. The policewoman reportedly pulled her lighter firearm and discharged 2 shots at her son, who reportedly continued to advance towards her. She then discharged another round and he fell to the floor. Her son was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was admitted. According to a neighbor, the aftermath of the shooting was a scene of shock and disbelief. The neighbor recounted a moment when the policewoman stood frozen, gun in hand, until another neighbor, who is also a police officer, took control of the firearm. The woman was taken from the scene by the police. 3 men shot dead, 2 others injured in St. Catherine gun attack. 3 men were shot dead and 2 others injured following an attack in the community of Lime Tree Grove near Lake Crispin in St. Catherine on Friday night. The deceased have been identified as 42-year-old Ricardo Ricky Clayton, Michael Clayton, who was reported visiting from England, and 27-year-old studio engineer Javon Lutean. The men had reportedly just arrived at their home and were alighted from a vehicle when they were allegedly attacked by 2 gunmen who sprayed the vehicle with bullets. It was later revealed that 5 persons received gunshot injuries. They were taken to the Spanish Town Hospital, where 3 were pronounced dead and 2 others admitted in serious condition. A motive has not been established for the shooting. Cops kill triple murder suspect in Spanish Town. A man suspected to be involved in Friday night's triple murder in Lime Tree Grove, St. Catherine, was reportedly shot and killed by police on Dallas Lane in Spanish Town in the parish Saturday morning. An illegal firearm was reportedly seized during the incident. The Independent Commission of Investigation (INDECOM) has since launched a probe. The dead man was identified as 36-year-old Jermaine Anthony Blake of the West Coast Valley from King Street in Dallas Lane. Blake reportedly worked as a security guard at a primary school in Spanish Town. Reports are that around 12:50 a.m., a police team was on a special operation in Dallas Lane. On reaching a section of the lane, a group of men were seen. On the approach of the lawmen, the men reportedly ran in different directions and the police went in pursuit. Blake, the police said, ran into a house where he pointed a firearm at the police, who took evasive action and opened gunfire, hitting him. He reportedly fell to the ground, clutching the weapon. A firearm, a Taurus 9mm pistol, with a magazine containing 5 9mm rounds, was retrieved, and Blake was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. Roads blocked in Portland, flooding cleared, stated NWA. The National Works Agency NWA says roads that were blocked because of flooding linked to 2 consecutive days of heavy rain in eastern Portland have been cleared. Manager, Communications and Customer Services at the NWA, Stephen Shaw, says work will still be underway over the next 24 hours to remove debris and improve road conditions. The floodwaters have receded somewhat, and we have been able to respond with equipment, including a backhoe and multigrader, to try and make it easier for persons to traverse the area that have been impacted, he told reporters Saturday evening. The rains have wreaked havoc in sections of Rio Grande Valley area, leaving residents to contend with damaged roadways, flooded homes, and devastated farmlands day before Christmas. The severe weather, which started Friday, battered the communities of Long Lane, Durham, Cooper's Hill, Pig Dry, Siemens Valley, and Windsor in Rio Grande Valley area. Trees also blocked sections of the North Coast Highway. Shaw said the areas were affected by a combination of flooding, landslides, and fallen rocks. Member of Parliament for East Portland Anne-Marie Valls had also indicated that a work team was mobilized with heavy-duty machinery has been deployed to clear roadblock roadways, remove debris, clean drains, and address land slippages. This is rather unfortunate, but no one has control over the weather. This is not the kind of Christmas present that I want for my East Portland family, she said. The newly asphalt roadway from Pig Drive to Siemens Valley suffered significant damage as the White Crane River overflows, inundating the thoroughfare and destroying several acres of banana, planting pumpkin, pepper, and other crops. 26-year-old police constable who needed liver transplant dies. Constable Danik Anderson, the 26-year-old Jamaican policewoman who topped her training batch and who was in need of a liver transplant, has died. She passed early Saturday at the University Hospital of the West Indies in St. Andrew, where she had been for the past 2 weeks. In 2017, shortly after she joined the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Anderson was diagnosed with a weird disease that occurs when the body's immune system attacks the liver. Earlier this year, Anderson traveled to the United States in hopes of getting a liver transplant to save her life, but was unable to get on the transplant list due to her lack of insurance. She later returned to Jamaica and has been in and out of hospital. Anderson's situation began unfolding when she was sent to the U.S. by the Jamaica Police Federation on May 5th, with the reported understanding that arrangements had been made for her to see a doctor at Bellevue Hospital in Manhattan. However, early disappointment set in as her mother, Jem Donald, said after 3 days in the U.S., it was not clear from the Federation which doctor her daughter was due to see. As Anderson's condition worsened, Donald said she reached out to Dr. Rupert Francis in Florida, who put her in touch with members of the Northeast Health Task Force, who were able to get her daughter treated at emergency rooms at various New Jersey hospitals. However, she said she was not able to get detailed treatment that was required for her to be on the list for liver donors. Anderson's situation was brought to the attention of the Jamaica Consul General in New York, who made arrangements with Harlem Hospital for her to be treated at the facility. Harlem Hospital arranged emergency medical insurance and New York City insurance to cover her stay at the hospital, but those did not cover the cost for the liver transplant. In July, Donald said her daughter was discharged from Harlem Hospital, as the doctors told her that she could die at any time without the transplant. Anderson was the only female among 196 constables who graduated from the National Police College in January 2019. She achieved the highest overall score for Batch 119. She joined in 2017 as part of Batch 117, but was forced to delay her training because of illness. My mother encouraged me. I wanted to work for the government, to serve my community and my country. I wanted to be looked upon as a role model. Being the only female, it wasn't really that hard. I just did my best, Anderson told reporters at her graduation. She added, "My sickness pushed me forward. When I was in training and felt a little pain, I would tell myself that I cannot go backward. That pushed me to work very hard to complete it. My vision is for the police to work alongside citizens and vice versa. I want the relationship between the police and citizens to be a better one. They taught us to be respectful. We are expected to treat each other equally." NEPA clarifies action taken against German ship repair Jamaica Limited. The National Environment and Planning Agency NEPA has clarified that its recent enforcement act against German ship repair Jamaica Limited is not related to the fish kill in the Harborhead area of Kingston as it had initially stated. The agency says enforcement action under the Natural Resource Conservation Authority Act was for non-compliance with terms and conditions of the environmental permit issued to the company in 2019. NEPA says the management of the company has started to comply and to satisfy the requirements of the submission of documents for review. The agency has also indicated that an enforcement notice was served on the President of the National Water Commission on December 11 in relation to the fish kill. It ordered the NWC to immediately cease the discharge of improperly treated sewage into the environment, repair or replace the malfunctioning pump at the lift station within 3 days, and install a redundancy pump to minimize the possibility of any discharge. It also ordered the NWC to install or implement an early warning system and submit details within 30 days of the effective date of notice, with monthly reports on the result of this system submitted to the agency. The NWC was also told to submit a maintenance schedule for the entire system within 7 days of the date of notice. NEPA says the NWC had complied with the 2 first items up to December 19. Recently, thousands of dead fish washed up along the Harborhead shoreline in Harborview, St. Andrew. NEPA issued a statement indicating that an assessment determined that runoff into the water contributed to the proliferation of algae, thereby reducing oxygen level. The lack of oxygen in the water caused the fish to suffocate, NEPA stated. Please remember to subscribe, like, share,